Perhaps no place in the world is as intriguing as New Orleans, but like any great metropolis, New Orleans faces challenges as unique as the city itself. That's where LSU comes in. Through innovative research, creative scholarship, and dedicated outreach, LSU provides solutions to New Orleans' most pressing issues. Nothing concerns New Orleans more than the annual threat of hurricane season. LSU researchers combat this through a combination of scientific expertise, supercomputing strength, and a comprehensive understanding of the ecological forces and weather patterns affecting the city and its surrounding areas.
I'm Robert Twilley, Executive Director of the Louisiana Sea Grant College Program, and I'm a professor in the Department of Oceanography and Coastal Science at Louisiana State University. Our Coastal Risk Assessment Program uses LSU's supercomputers to develop the most comprehensive and accurate hurricane and storm surge models available. We run these as far as 5 days in advance of a storm and provide the flood maps to decision makers like the Governor's Office of Homeland Security, the Coast Guard, and the National Weather Service, so they have the best available information to make decisions during these storm events that can save lives.
Evacuations are incredibly complex, but critically important to public safety. I'm Brian Wolshon, Professor of Civil and Environmental Engineering here at Louisiana State University and Director of the Gulf Coast Center for Evacuation and Transportation Resiliency. LSU engineers have worked with state experts and local officials to make sure that every evacuation since Hurricane Katrina has been an improvement over the last. These advancements have included making accommodations for those without personal vehicles, a segment of society that had previously received little to no attention. Without our efforts, evacuations in advance of hurricanes would continue to be a life-threatening gridlock of vehicles.
A city's economic health is only as strong as its ability to solve the inevitable problems that arise, weighing on its major industries, its draw to new talent, its resiliency, and its business operations. LSU's faculty not only conduct studies that drive smart business decisions, but also help the entrepreneurial spirit of New Orleans thrive.
I'm Stephen Barnes, and I'm the director of the LSU Division of Economic Development. The New Orleans economy is vital to Louisiana's overall economic health, which is why we study several key sectors very closely and track their performance. Our state and the nation depend on the region's vast port system, delicate coastal ecosystem, booming energy industry, and iconic seafood production, among others. At LSU, our Division of Economic Development conducts studies used by local, state, and federal officials to drive investment, location, and infrastructure decisions that help the city and our state maximize our economic opportunities.
LSU plays a vital role in the New Orleans business community through the Louisiana Business and Technology Center. I'm Charlie D'Agostino, Executive Director of the Louisiana Business and Technology Center in the LSU Innovation Park. We provide business counseling and SBIR assistance to the New Orleans Bioinnovation Center and other entities in the area. We're assisting with the creation of an incubator for veteran-owned businesses in the Warehouse District, and we work with NASA MISHU seeking procurement opportunities for Louisiana companies and minority businesses. We use the federal labs to solve the problems of Louisiana's small businesses. And when disaster strikes, we are here providing disaster business recovery and continuity planning assistance.
The creative atmosphere of New Orleans is one of a kind and priceless. It's what draws tourists from around the world each year and what keeps residents in the city generation after generation. LSU faculty and students don't just preserve that culture, they contribute to it through a combination of artistic expression and cultural preservation.
My name is Dr. Joyce Marie Jackson, and I am the Director of the African and African American Studies Program and an Associate Professor in the Department of Geography and Anthropology at Louisiana State University. After Hurricane Katrina, there was a real concern that the rich culture and heritage housed in the Ninth Ward would not be lost and forgotten. Our ethnography students not only worked with people as they began the recovery process, but some actually continued the class after it was over. They recorded oral histories, worked with a public health clinic, a community museum, and tutored children in after-school programs, all while helping the community to make sure the traditions that were there before the storm didn't get lost in the wake of rebuilding after the storm.
My name is Jay Edwards. I'm a professor emeritus at LSU from the Department of Geography and Anthropology. I'm the director of the Fred B. Niffen Cultural Resources Laboratory, and we conduct research on Louisiana and the Gulf South. Spanning the late 18th through the 20th centuries, the historic architecture of New Orleans represents a unique American cultural landscape. Together with doctoral student Gabrielle Richardson, our team is developing an app which will allow users to explore this fascinating history. Once our multi-year project is complete, you will be able to select a specific property in the French Quarter, along the Esplanade Ridge, in Tremé, or another historic district, and then be transported back in time to see what it looked like throughout its history based on historic documents, old maps, and photographs.
New Orleans needs expansive healthcare expertise and treatment options to sustain a healthy community. As the population of New Orleans continues to grow, LSU medical experts are here, developing new approaches to significant health concerns and making sure that individuals get the medical attention they need.
I'm Dr. Daniel Shaw, faculty member in the Joint Diabetes, Endocrinology, and Metabolism program with Pennington Biomedical and LSU Health Sciences Center in New Orleans. Obesity and diabetes are significant health problems facing our state. The Joint Diabetes, Endocrinology, and Metabolism program is connecting diabetic patients to research, education, and care. 30% of Louisiana's population is classified as obese, and at least 10% are diagnosed with diabetes.
Our Louisiana Tumor Registry is one of only a few in the nation tapped by the National Cancer Institute to provide statistics to guide national cancer policy and research. My name is Patricia Molina. I'm professor and department head of physiology at LSU Health Sciences Center in New Orleans. In addition, I'm director of the Alcohol and Drug Abuse Center of Excellence at LSU Health Sciences Center in New Orleans. Our research tackles the most important health issues today: childhood obesity, cancer, Alzheimer's, alcohol-related disease, and more. But we don't just conduct internationally respected research. We conduct more than 300 outreach activities and $113 million worth of research dedicated to improving healthcare of underserved populations.
From hurricanes to healthcare, LSU is woven into the fabric that makes New Orleans such a distinct and well-loved city. Our campuses and colleges, from the Ag Center to the Paul M. Hebert Law Center, have invested in the city and work as part of the community. Whether it's through scientific breakthroughs or support for burgeoning entrepreneurs, LSU provides much-needed solutions for the critical challenges facing New Orleans today and tomorrow.